Okay, so I really wanted to hop on really quick tonight just to kind of go over some things, like as far as like things that you should be making sure you're doing if you really want to promote this month. I like, and Jessica, we talked today, and that kind of like prompted my juices flowing. So I was like, you know what, I need to talk to everyone about this. Because I just really thought back to when I was promoting a lot, and at the earlier ranks of my business. And even like when I was going diamond, I think that January I was paid as a ruby, and then it was in March and April that I went diamond and double diamond. So I know sometimes it seems like, holy cow, like these things are so far off, but like a lot of crazy things can happen between like now and then. Ava, shh. So anyways, like things you want to make sure that you're doing, like if you're like serious about promoting this month, promoting next month, like you kind of want to go crazy, like with messaging. Like you want to follow up with everybody you can follow up with. Like I told Jessica today, like go back to go to your messenger and search coffee, search weight loss, search skin, search hair, search every single thing you can, and everybody that you've talked to since you started the business, even if it was 4 months ago, message them and just be like, hey, I'm working on some orders. I didn't know if you were still interested, but I'd really love to help get you started. Like message every single person you can. Like I remember there were so many times like I would just be going back like as many people as I could and just messaging everybody I could. So make sure you're doing that. Like don't feel like, oh gosh, it's been so long since I talked to that person. No, message them. The worst that they're going to say is no, or they're not going to respond to you. Okay? But like 90% of the people that I sign up are from follow-ups. So seriously, even like a girl I signed up the other day, gosh, I haven't talked to her in like 6 months. And she posted on my Facebook and was like, hey, can you call me? And I called her and she ordered the keto coffee. Literally 6 months ago, I talked to her and she like has been watching me. So don't ever feel like it's been too long. The other thing I would make sure you're doing, host to post like crazy. I know it can take a lot of time. I know it gets crazy, but you guys, like I'm telling you, if you put in this crazy amount of work right now, it's going to pay off huge. Like you're wanting to make crazy amounts of money, so you need to be doing crazy amounts of things. People aren't promoting and getting these bonuses that are like half in and half out. So you really got to tell yourself, and you don't have to spend hours a day working the business, still, but you've really got to be intentional. If you're going to put that hour in, you've got to say, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. So like I said, you're following up with everybody that you've talked to since you joined. No matter if it was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, everybody you're following up with them. You're doing host to post like crazy. Even if you're asking people like to do host to post for you, that's like something I've done. And we didn't even have a host to post when I was like promoting and getting bonuses and things like that. So it's like even crazier. But even asking people, like someone that you'd be like, gosh, I feel like they have so many Facebook friends, but they never comment on my giveaway post. Just go ask them and be like, hey, I don't know if you saw, but we're doing a Michael Kors purse giveaway this month. Like, would you want to be entered? And then like I did that like a few months ago. Not like most people are like, yeah, for sure. Like, and just give them the post. You know what I mean? If you feel like, you really want to ramp things up, have someone post a post for you about the giveaway. Do that kind of like mega giveaway where you're doing, or the mega host a post, really accessing their friends. Think of a product that you really want to talk about, and you're going to hit on it hard every single day. Like I talked to Jessica today and I was like, if it's like keto coffee, if it's a triple threat, we do triple threat, you can kind of like boost up more volume. It's going to get great results, but you want to talk about it every single day. Okay, in different forms. Like if it's going to be like, I always try to change it up, like a before and after picture. Maybe the next day I'm doing a picture about like who wants to lose 10 to 30 pounds in 90 days in just a color background. Maybe the next day I'm doing another product that I'm using. Like, but I'm telling you, hit it hard every day, because the more you talk about the things every single day, people are going to watch you. And if it's a product you have, then do a product that you have and that you feel comfortable with. But I want you to talk about it every single day. Like when keto coffee first came out, I literally talked about keto coffee every single day. And I know it's like, gosh, I feel like I'm talking about this way too much. No, because that's what people are seeing. Like that's what is pulling people in. If it's every single day, they're like, okay, here she is again, here she is again, here she is again. You know what I mean? So really hit on it hard every single day. And just be like, I'm looking for 2 more people, whatever it is, but just be really excited about what you're doing. Jessica, if I'm like forgetting things that I told you about today, like put them in the chat or something so I can remember, because I feel like I'm like, the follow-ups. If you're still wanting to get distributors, like to fill boxes to get extra people, don't be afraid to message people. Like I've shared, and I can share it with you guys again, like the post that I'm doing or the message that I send out asking people if they want to be a distributor, things like that. Like you just have to do everything that we've talked about doing already, but you want to do it a lot more. Like you have to take out the boundaries, you have to take out those barriers, the fears, whatever's been holding you back, and just tell yourself, I'm going to do it. Like I'm going to do more of it. So you're following up like crazy.
Yes.
You're doing the host to post like crazy. You're just not stopping. Like you're telling yourself, like, I don't care, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Like I was talking to Jessica today, and there's even some people leave a message and ask people like, hey, I am looking for like 5 product models this month. Would you want to, like, would you be interested? And then if they say yeah, you say, okay, I'm looking for someone to, and you give like options. So you're not like, hey, I'm looking for someone to lose weight this month. Would you want to lose, do you want to lose weight? But if they're saying yes, they're interested in being a product model, you'll be like, great, which one of these sounds like something you'd like to do? Get clearer skin, detox, weight loss, get more energy, grow out your hair. So you're giving them options, and then they could be like, oh, I'd love to grow out my hair. And boom, so that's not something that I do a lot, but I know a lot of people that do it, and it really can turn into like a big thing. Let me think. Is there anything, if you guys do you guys have a question about anything that you feel like you are wanting to do? Like the big thing here is now, you guys, like just doing more of the things. Like I cannot even stress it enough. Like I told Jessica today, like you almost got to go crazy and just tell again, like it's a lot of stuff that you can be doing, but like the rewards are huge. Okay, and that's what you just got to tell yourself. Like the rewards are huge, and the worst thing that people are going to say is no thank you, or hello, like drop dead. Like I've never even had anyone tell me that. So if I haven't had that yet, you guys probably aren't either. But like it's just really like telling yourself like, okay, yeah, like I'm tired, but I didn't get to send out, like I want to send out at least 5 messages following up today. Or, oh, I really want to watch my show, but I'm going to follow up during the commercials. Like you just kind of have to make those little sacrifices right now, you guys, because those goals that you have are really big. So they might seem like big sacrifices, but those are also like really big goals that you have. And like be excited. And you could even I remember like I used to post and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm earning like a $10,000 bonus. Or, you could be like, I'm so excited. I'm going to make an extra $1,000 a month. Just putting it out there, because it's kind of scary, but it gets people excited, that are watching you too. And they're like thinking, wow. And like, they kind of start cheering you on. They're kind of just watching you. I mean, I can't tell you guys how many times I would be like, woohoo, like I'm going ambassador to Diamond this year, and I didn't do it. And you know what? It didn't make people be like, oh, you're a big liar. Or, oh, you're not like doing these things. You know what I mean? But I still stuck with it. I kept doing it. And people don't focus so much of like, oh, you didn't accomplish that. But they see the things I am accomplishing or the things I am doing. But like, don't be afraid to say that. And like, don't be afraid to like shout out what you're doing. I know people that'll be like, oh my gosh, like I'm only like 20 Skinny Coffee orders from hitting my goal. Like, who wants to help me out? And like, people will be like, oh, what is a Skinny Coffee? And things just start happening. So like, we can figure the things out. And I know a lot of you guys, I've showed you your charts. I show you what you have. And we've talked about the volume that we need. If you don't know, like that's going to be something I'm going to be working on in the next couple of days, is helping to figure out those projected volumes. Like we really want to try to get that figured out ASAP, because knowing where you're at and what you need is always really helpful as well. But like just following up, like I can't even tell you guys, like follow up like crazy. Go back and search your messenger. Search for coffee, search for weight loss, search for hair, whatever it is. Scroll back if you have to. Scroll back in your messenger if you have to, and like just go back to when you started, and like when you started talking to people. And even if there's people that were like, hey, I saw you comment on my post about hair, skin, and nails, and I wanted to see if you wanted more info, and they never responded, just send them more info. Or just tell them, hey, I'm just going back through. I wanted to check back in. I know you showed a little interest in the hair, skin, and nails. Were you still interested? Oh, another thing I was going to say is make sure you're messaging people that are liking your It Works posts, especially like the product ones. Like that's a huge thing too, that I feel like I'm like even guilty about missing like all the time, is people are liking your post and just being like, hey, I saw you liked my post. Even the giveaway post, I message people even that also like people's host a post, like the post that they do for me, that just like it. I'll be like, hey, I saw you liked Sherry's post about the skinny coffee, like, would you want some more info? So, you know what I mean? Like, cause some people are weird and they don't like think about, oh, I have to comment, like they just like it. So I'm just like literally just pulling out all the stops. If there's someone that you know that you think they would like the product, shoot them a message and ask them. Like, you just have to go crazy these next few months. And that's really what I wanted to stress to you guys. It's really what I wanted to hop on here, is just share with you guys, like, just do the thing, like just do more things. Oh, and I think Jessica shared in the chat, and we can probably get her to put it in the group chat on Facebook too, the message that I was saying that, or we were talking about, that you could send out to people. So like, and it's kind of like the beginning, like, hey, love, looking for more product models, are you interested? So like, and if they say yes, you could be like, hey, perfect, here are my openings. And that's when they kind of like, you give the options. So it's not like being so awkward and just being like, hey, I think you'd be really great to try the weight loss products. You know what I mean? But you're kind of giving them the options, and then we can go from there. Does anybody else like have any questions, or like want to share anything, or like, is there something that anybody's like been needing like to know about? Like I said, we still have like 2 weeks left of this month, I think 2 weeks. Yeah. So there's lots of time. And I mean, I think, you know, really getting even as close to your goals as you can this month. And then we have next month too. But I really want you guys to know, I mean, everybody is like so lined up for big things happening. Like, I just don't want you guys to like feel like just sit back and wait. Like, this is the time to just go nuts, because even the things that you do this month are going to roll over into your business next month. So like, I went from making, gosh, I don't even know, like my checks were like $400 a month. And then when I got the $10,000 bonus, and then the following month I got a $15,000 bonus. So within a matter of like months, I was literally making like $400 a month until making like $6,000 a month. And it was crazy. And so I'm telling you guys these things because I know what an extreme amount of like craziness like can do. Like I said, I'm not telling you to avoid your family. I'm not telling you to like pour yourself onto your computer all day long, but be very intentional with your time and tell yourself, okay, like this is what I'm doing right now, and do it. Judy, I saw you're unmuted. Are you going to say, do you want to ask something?
Well, I was looking at Jessica's chat over here, and it says it's for loyal customers.
Mm-hmm.
So
that means for, well, really, I mean, you could, I think it was meaning like to get loyal customers. Like,
to get, okay, these are new people, not
yeah.
But
now that that's getting said, though, you could still spin it for existing loyal customers too, and send them that, because especially if you're needing volume, you know, in certain like maybe you're not like trying to, like, if you need overall volume too, having people place like other orders isn't a bad idea either, because that's still volume.
Because I haven't hit my loyal customers that I already have with the new products yet, and I need to do that.
Yeah, that was something, I was just going to say too, is that something that I do is, and I just did it the other day, but you know, I message people in the Connect app and let them know, my existing customers, let them know about the specials we have going on and things like that, because
I cross-sold some other stuff doing that, and I just haven't done it with these new products yet. So I need to get them on the bus, man.
So yeah, definitely reaching out to those existing customers is always good. Okay. Yeah, so Jessica's like being really great, and she's putting things in here. So I'm sure she'll put, we can have her put them in the chat too. So I'm really, really excited, you guys. Like, I really know that big things are happening. We've just got to get laser focused and tell ourselves like, we've got this, and just go like crazy for a few more weeks. And like I said, in the next day or so, I'm going to go through the charts, and I'm going to help you guys like get the volumes all figured out, so we know exactly where we're at, what we need. And that always helps, I feel like, to kind of like get even more focused, because you're going to see the numbers, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, and we can start chopping them away. And in this time, like, of course, it's great we want to get loyal customers, but it's not a bad thing too to keep on working on distributors as well. I feel like we've kind of like, the first couple weeks of the month, we definitely hit hard on distributors, and that's good in planting those seeds, and we can continue on with that, but really switching it a little bit and hitting hard on the distributors or loyal customers is going to be huge too.
I saw the unicorn.
Huh?
I just saw the unicorn.
Oh.
I was looking in the chat.
Oh boy.
Okay, hi. Sorry.
No, you're okay. So, but really like switching it and hitting on those loyal customers really hard right now. But even if you have distributors signing up in the meantime, and they can be getting customers, that's still helping with volume. So
Is there a golden number that each distributor should have of?
Yeah, typically it's like for your boxes, it's 400. So like how even for Ruby, you know how you had those 3 distributors that had 400. Right. It's still going to be like that even for your next week. You're going to have still, and that picture I sent you, your chart, those boxes are each 400 GV. So that's kind of like the golden number is 400 in volume, and that's customer volume.
So it's more about that than the number of LCs you have?
Right, correct. Number of LCs is not like, because I mean, of course, like if your orders are all 30 BV orders, you're going to need more customers to hit those. But if you're placing orders in the 100 plus BV range, you're going to need less. And that's why I'm saying, like, I mean, talking about whatever product is great. And of course, realistically, we want to help people get their best results with what is. So that's why, sorry, my cat is like,
okay.
Shut up, bud. You're annoying.
Okay.
How about you?
Okay. But yeah, so obviously, talking, like trying to do pairs, like that's another thing I do. Like whenever I'm talking to people, rather than selling one product, I try to always pair it up with something. And almost with every like goal, we can pair it up. Like even with hair growth, we could do hair, skin, and nails and collagen. Energy, we could do greens and keto energy, everything. There's kind of like two, so that way you're helping people get the best results, but it's also upping the volume and things like that, so it's going to kind of help make it easier than just, and of course getting those 30 BV store like volumes are okay too. It's just kind of, you need a little bit more.
Yeah, so you need more LCs if they're only doing 30.
Right. So the bigger orders are always great because it kind of helps you chip away faster.
Got it.
And so even in the chat, Jessica put something in there about her story, and I'm guessing, is it like any story, Jessica, that you're saying that, or is there?
So finally that I have before and after pictures that I put on there, and then I'm gonna hit hard with the Skinny Mocha. So like today I noticed like I'm getting so many more people. I don't know if it's because it's my personal results, because a lot of times I'll post before and after, but they're like, I don't know, maybe they're thinking, oh, is that someone real, or who is that to me? But when it's someone they actually know, all of a sudden I'm getting so many people interested on that. But I just put in the chat, I don't know if you guys saw it, but something I saw on one of the 2020 Vision Casters, that page, and I've been using it, and it's people that like maybe friends with from Host to Post, or like they're really old friends and they don't ever comment on any of my stuff, but I'm sending this, and at first I felt weird doing it, but now I feel like this is an in, and a lot of them are like, yeah, I'll host a post, I want a Michael Kors purse or whatever it is, and it's like now they're getting introduced that I with It Works and our products and stuff. So I don't know, it's weird. I never would have even reached out to some of these people because I felt awkward, or like I wasn't friends with them long enough, or whatever it is. So I definitely suggest doing that. And then I don't know if you guys all do stories, but definitely the polls. I feel like I'm getting all of a sudden like a lot of interest in the polls. Always putting a poll on your story or two. Like if you do a story that has like the opportunity, story on it, and then I put a poll, and then I add to it with like Skinny Mocha, and then I put a poll. And I'm getting a lot of people, I don't know if it's what's going on, the full moon, whatever, but like this week, people are like actually clicking on the polls and, like I want pricing or whatever it is. So, and if you look in my stories, one that I'm getting a ton of comments on is the spring break one. It's like spring break, and it's the Thermophyte. It's our bundle, but it's like kind of marketed towards spring break, lose the weight. Thermophyte and the Skinny Mocha. I've had tons and tons of people message me on it today. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And there is a way, and I don't know if you guys really do stories because I'm kind of newer at it. So if you didn't need help, like you can always ask me. But there's even a way, like something I can do. Like if you see Jessica's story, I think if you like touch the picture, like her name, it goes away at the top, and you can like screenshot it, and then like kind of tweak it so like make it your own picture. Because I do that because some people are really good at the stories, and I'm like not creative, and I'm like, hey, who wants to buy my coffee? But some people
I do that all the time, and I do it with people in other teams too, like that aren't on our team. I'm like, hey, that's a good story, and I do that all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Brianna, I saw you were unmuted. I didn't know if you were unmuted. earlier, but I muted you back because I feel like there's background noise. But
I saw you muted me back. Well, I unmuted on accident, and then I unmuted on purpose. But one thing I wanted to say is I don't know if like you've told everyone, but like placing people's orders is the biggest thing for me, because then when I offer them the Mocha Dreams, like what everyone gets offered, everyone usually does it. And that's like, what is it? How much? Which volume is it? Like 80 extra volume?
I don't know if the add-on is 80. I feel like it's like 30 something.
It boosted up a lot.
Yeah, because I think it's like 30 something, because if you do like a regular skinny coffee and you add the skinny mocha, it makes it like 63 or 66 BV. So it does, yeah.
I've used that like when people are signing up. I've even used that before they've purchased. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I know they're gonna get offered it, but like if they're like, oh, I want like the keto coffee and I want this much and this much and this much, I'm like, okay, well, why don't you buy, like, if you want 4 bags of keto coffee, why don't you just get, you know, 2 bags on your order, and then you'll get offered this with the chocolate greens when you check out.
Yeah,
and it works like every time.
Yeah, definitely. Like, make sure, if you're placing their order, make sure that you're telling them, hey, this order just popped up, or this offer just popped up, and tell them about the skinny mocha. Because the worst case scenario, they can say no, but like if they say yes, like Brianna said, like that's another little chunk of volume that comes in. And we know the skinny mocha is awesome. And I always like will screenshot like when it says like, oh, limited time offer, because then they'll see it and be like, oh dang, you know. So yeah.
They never do it unless I do the order for them. Like no one ever does it if they do their order on their own.
Yeah. Every once in a while I'll have people do it, but yeah, I definitely do feel like it, you know, it definitely works more whenever we get it and do it and tell them.
Do we still have we don't have the premium pack anymore, do we?
No, I mean, so you can still
so.
make the pack. You can, it's thermophyte greens in the coffee.
Yeah.
But it's not for it's not only for 1 month now. They would still have to do 3 months. But it's the same price as it was before. It's still the $114.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just had a girl buy it.
Yeah, I had someone ask me.
I mean, I had a girl yesterday message me about it, and I was like, I had her do it. It just was, she had to do 3 months, so.
I always say it's a pack. And then I'm like, oh yeah, but you have to add this, this, and this to your cart. And then that's it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Like, so yeah, definitely make sure you're upselling. Something I was going to add too that reminded me, somebody told me pointed out last night that, if you or even customers can do it, the 4-pack of the Skinny Brew, it actually works out. So they're buying 2 bags and getting 2 bags free. So if you have someone that bought the samples, or even you guys like want to get it, like, yeah, because it gives the options now, the 15 servings, 30 servings, and 60. If you click on, like, because it's $49 for 1 bag, but if they get 4 bags, the 60 servings, it's only $112. So you figure $49 a bag, you know, so that it's really like they're getting, so that's always something, if you're talking to someone like that you send sample to, or they're interested in the Skinny Brew, you can always tell them, oh, you can get 15-day supply for $49, or you can get a 60-day supply for only $112, and it's 80 BV, so it really jumps the BV up from 30 to 80 too. So just little things like that, like it's really great savings. But I feel like we I don't know, like it's just natural for us, I feel like, to be like, oh, I'm scared to like tell people like it's more money because I'm afraid they'll say no, you know what I mean? And again, you already know they want 1 bag. So let's not be scared to like tell them about a really great deal. You know, it'd be the same thing as if we went to a store. Sorry. And they like told you about a deal they were having or a sale that they were having. You know, the lady's not like, hey, I don't know if you want to do it. You know what I mean? They just say it, and it's like they don't care if you want it or not. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you guys some good ideas. I really hope it gave you guys the belief to know that crazy things can happen. Like, don't feel like, oh, I don't have enough time. Yes, you do. There's lots of time. We just got to go crazy and keep doing the things we're doing, and just like be like, holy cow, I'm just going to go. I'm going to talk to everybody I can. I'm going to follow up with everyone I can and just go crazy. get the samples in people's hands, you guys. If people want the samples, then you can flip them around and get them to be loyal customers. So don't be afraid to like be promoting the Skinny Brew samples. I made like $200 like in 2 days last week, and so I'm excited to be following up with them and seeing, you know, getting them to be loyal customers because I know they're gonna love it. So, but we're gonna hop off here because the family call is about to start, and I want everyone to hop on that because I'm sure they'll have really great things. But if you guys have individual questions, please message me and we'll talk about it and we'll get a game plan. My thing is running out of time. It just told me. And we'll get a game plan and we'll make things happen. So I'm super excited. Thank you for hopping on here, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
Okay.